right now fingerprints off my hutch, and I'm also putting away groceries I just bought. Some days I think I spend all my time and all my money doing stuff here at home for my family. That's called sacrifice, and that's what we're going to talk about today. All right, so today is Memorial Day weekend, and you're going to hear a lot of talk about this word, sacrifice. So what does sacrifice mean? Sacrifice is when you give up something that has value to you for someone else or something else. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you enjoy doing it all the time. Let me give you some examples. So if you got a really cool toy for Christmas and your little brother or sister didn't get the same toy, and you were having so much fun playing with it, and they came over and said, "Can I play with that too?" You have a choice to make, right? Giving it up for a little bit is a sacrifice because you're giving up something you really want to hang on to, but you probably love your brother and sister, so you might decide to do it. Today, we're going to look at some different ways that you can sacrifice at home. In Romans 12:1, the Bible tells us, "Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship." So here, God is telling us that one way that we worship Him is by making ourselves a living sacrifice. Now, in the Old Testament, a sacrifice was when they took an animal and offered it up to God. And we know that Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice when He died on the cross for our sins. And here, God is not telling us that we need to die like Jesus died, but it just means that we need to give up some things for others, and then Christ's love is shown through us. So let's look at some ways that we can sacrifice at home. The first way that we can sacrifice is with our money. Now, when I told you I bought groceries, think about your parents. They could have a whole lot of things if they didn't have you, right? My husband, Tommy, and I, we spend a whole bunch of money on our kids, and we kind of give that up, right? And money is an important thing. We can agree with that, but we give it up because we love our kids. So let's think about how you can make a sacrifice with your money. All right, girls, we have our allowance today. So how are you going to split this up?
We're gonna save it, we're gonna spend it, and we're gonna give it to God.
Okay, good. Yep. So if you look at their cups, they give up some of their money, some they save, some they spend, and some they give to God. Another thing that we can give up at home is our time. And we can do that in a lot of ways. Think about if one of your parents is reading something that they're really into or doing something, and you go and ask them for help. When they stop what they're doing and come to help you, that's them giving up their time. And you can do that as well. If you're in the middle of doing something you want to do and someone needs help, you can stop what you're doing and give them your time. Sometimes it's just the time of listening to someone. So time is another thing that we can give up or sacrifice at home. Girls, I know you're playing, but I need some help unloading the dishwasher. Can you help me?
We don't want to, but okay.
Okay, another thing that we can give up or sacrifice at home is our comfort. Now you see, I didn't do a picture for this one, but picture this. If I'm relaxing in my rocker chair at the end of the day, and I have a cup of coffee, and I just snuggled under my blanket, inevitably I always get from one of the girls, I'm hungry. Can you get me something to eat? Well, when I get up and go in the kitchen to get it for them, I'm giving up my comfort for them. This can also mean that you give up things that you have for someone else. So let's think of ways that we can give up some of our comfort at home for others.
Mommy, I want you to play with us.
Oh, I just sat down and got comfortable. All right. All right, another thing that we can give up or sacrifice is our things or our possessions. So have you ever donated something to someone in need? Maybe you had a favorite toy or something that you still like, but you just didn't play with that much anymore. When you get rid of it and give it to someone who can use it, that's you sacrificing your things for them. And this also goes to sharing. So when you share with someone and let them use your things, you're making a sacrifice.
Can I play with one of your penguins? I don't want to, but okay.
All right, so we looked at some ways that you can sacrifice at home to make someone else happy and to show God's love. And in John 15:13, the Bible tells us, greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's own life for one's friends. Now, a lot of people think that when they say lay down their life, we think of Jesus laying down his life on the cross. But this verse can also mean that you just simply give up things in your life that are valuable to you for someone else, or simply to show God's love to someone else. So laying down your life can really just mean making those sacrifices that we talked about today. Happy Memorial Day.